Rifles have advanced quite drastically to say the least within the past century, and the kind of firepower we have now is unprecedented. Some strange designs in the past might have helped shape the future of rifle weaponry. From sniper rifles that can hit a target from 2 miles away to even the crazy guns used in safaris. Here are the most insane rifles. But first, we asked you guys which building this was in Argentina, and Robert Corden got the answer right first, so he gets featured today. The correct answer was La Casa Rosada in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Make sure you guys keep an eye out for our trivia, and maybe we'll feature you next in one of our videos. See you there. Number 13, the M40A6. This bolt-action sniper rifle is used by some of the toughest soldiers on the planet. That's right, the US Marine Corps has a few varieties of these in their arsenal, and they're not afraid to use them. The original design for the M40 was designed in 1966 and has been utilized in major conflicts of the US. Designed by Remington, upgraded features will feature a foldable stock, silencers, and of course, a good old scope. More advanced ones will feature a tripod and maybe even some camouflage. Barrel length comes in at 24 inches and it fires a 7.62mm bullet. Although it's one of the standard rifles used by the military, the design has rapidly changed throughout the decades, and who knows what the rifles of the future might look like. Number 12, the TKB-022PM. This futuristic rifle was developed in the late 1960s as a futuristic bullpup design during the Cold War. It almost looks like the predecessor of some modern rifles that we see now. This one was developed by Soviet inventor Korobov, who came up with numerous strange weapon designs. It was supposed to be a competitor to the AKM and used a radical vertically moving bolt design that allowed it to be compact. This had a 30-round magazine and could fire up to 560 rounds per minute. The design was, however, rejected by the Soviet Army due to its unconventional look. It was also kind of difficult to maintain on the battlefield. Number 11, the AK-12. Despite popular belief, the Russian army no longer uses the AK-47 as their standard issue rifle. They've been using the updated Kalashnikov AK-12 rifle since 2013. This thing can fire at a rate of 600 5.45mm cartridges in 1 minute. Before being approved by the Russian military, they had to test its effectiveness when exposed to freezing cold, desert heat, humidity, dust, and impacts. It uses a gas-operated long-stroke piston system similar to the Kalashnikov rifles, but it's still quite different than many rifles we've seen before. One version of this rifle is actually able to change calibers by replacing the barrel. One magazine is designed to be kicked out quite quicker, allowing for a faster reload. The gun also remains quite stable under full auto. You don't want to be on the opposite end of this thing. Number 10, FAMAS. FAMAS is actually an acronym which stands for Fusil d'assaut de la Manufacture d'Armes de Saint-Étienne, which basically translates to assault rifle by the arm manufacturer of Saint-Étienne. It's mainly known for its extremely high firing rate of 12,000 rounds per minute. It's also known by the French troops as the bugle because of its unique shape. The magazine is placed behind the trigger, making it one of the most popular bullpup rifles out there. Thanks to the increased space in the front of the trigger, it's been often equipped with a grenade launcher. The main setback, however, is the increased weight at 8.4 pounds. It fires a standard 5.56mm ammo, often steel-cased. From Afghanistan to Libya, the missions of the French Army, the Armée de Terre, have varied in recent years, and so have their equipment. The FAMAS is their standard issue rifle and is seen here used in combat protecting an armored vehicle. Number 9, the Heckler & Koch HK417. This rifle here is a man rifle by all means and may not be suitable for all children. Designed in Germany, this gas-operated selective fire uses a rotating bolt and is used to fire a powerful 7.63mm round. It's been used and specially adapted as a rotating bolt and is armed forces and even law enforcement. Some of the heavier versions of the A2 can weigh up to 10 pounds, making it even heavier than the FAMAS. It can fire at a rate of 600 rounds per minute, but possibly even higher. The rate of fire is much lower than the FAMAS, however, and even semi-automatic versions are available for civilians. This is simply not on the same level though when it comes to armor penetration and are typically deployed with a bipod and telescopic sight. Soldiers have praised it for its accuracy, almost like a sniper. Number 8, the elephant gun. Let's take a look at one of the most powerful rifles ever used in history. The elephant gun was typically used in order to hunt large game in Africa such as elephants, hippos, buffalo, rhinos, and other large animals. When the typical Civil War rifle would require several shots to take down one of these beasts, the elephant gun was designed to get the job done with just one shot. A larger gun was needed, which basically led to hand cannons. As technology began to advance a little bit, they would begin using massive slugs like we see in this photo. Guns such as the .557 Nitro Express were designed to get the job done using massive ammo. It was even used in service to break through enemy barricades during World War I. Number 7. The corner shot. Being able to see and shoot around corners has been the dream of many soldiers in the past. With modern warfare often taking place in urban settings, being able to shoot around corners gives people a huge advantage on the battlefield. In this photo here, you see a woman using what's known as corner shot technology, which also features a camera so they can properly aim. This has also been equipped with a grenade launcher for some extra firepower. The corner shot has been employed by Israeli Defense Forces with help from American investors. It's been used by a few special forces around the world, like in Turkey, Mexico, Azerbaijan, and South Korea. Number 6. The G36. Heckler & Koch makes our list again with their quality firearms, and the AG-36 cannot be excluded. This is the preferred weapon of the KSK, or Kommando Spezialkraft. This translates to Special Forces Command in German. These soldiers are handpicked from the ranks of Germany's Unified Defense Forces. They've received much praise from NATO and the US for their efficiency, making them often requested to carry out anti-terror operations. The G36 that you see here is attached with a grenade launcher, and you can do some serious damage. They fire at a rate of 750 rounds per minute. This is one of their standard full auto rifles often used to carry out operations. Weighing in at only 8 pounds, this makes it slightly lighter than most options on this list, and it's often made with polymer or aluminum materials. This means that those puny arms should be enough to get the job done. The most recent version of it is the G36C, which you can see on Heckler & Koch's website, being described as the ultra-short assault rifle. Number 5. The FN F2000. This unbelievable rifle comes out of the country of Belgium by the manufacturer FN and looks pretty futuristic. FN is known for putting out quality gats for quite some time now. Despite being designed over 20 years ago, this thing certainly seems ahead of its time. The bullpup design is not for everyone, but it fires a 5.56mm ammunition at a rate of 850 rounds per minute. It's also made of a polymer material, weighing in at 7.5 pounds. Military versions are often equipped with a cool scope and a grenade launcher. Civilian versions are known as the FS2000, which are semi-automatic. You might be familiar with the P90, which is really more of a submachine gun, but looks quite similar to this thing. Number 4. FN SCAR. Belgium makes our list again with the formidable SCAR assault rifle, which is considered to be among the most proficient, adaptable, and portable weapons on the market. Variants of the SCAR are available to fire both 5.57 and 7.62 ammunitions effectively, depending on the situation. In 2009, the Army Rangers purchased about 600 SCAR H rifles, but canceled their purchase and demanded for the lighter SCAR L instead. The Belgium Armed Forces use the SCAR L and the SCAR H as their service rifles, and many other countries around the world have adopted these as well. The British tested it out and still considered the SCAR H to be too light, which affected its accuracy. There are still quite a few good ways to dress up these bad boys. Drum magazines, grenade launchers, sensors, and various tactical scopes can all be fitted on there. This photo here shows a US Navy SEAL equipped with a SCAR H, and he looks ready to do some damage. Number 3. The PSG-1. Throughout the Cold War, the Danish huntsmen trained to unbelievable levels that would be gruesome to any well-trained soldier on the planet. In order to be a part of the crew, these special forces are pushed to the absolute limit, mentally and physically. They also might have to know how to use a Heckler & Koch PSG-1. This semi-automatic sniper rifle has been exported to dozens of countries because of its extreme accuracy. It's said to be the most accurate semi-automatic sniper rifle in the world, and that's why it's a top choice among snipers for various agencies. It was mainly developed after the Munich Olympic shootout, where the West German police realized that they weren't equipped for anti-terrorist operations. It's quite rare to come across one, and only 400 or less were ever imported to the US. If you do find one though, be ready to pay about $15,000 a pop. Number 2. The Barrett M82. Using the Barrett M82 against people is simply not a fair fight, and this thing was designed to be more of an anti-material weapon instead. This helps them pierce through vehicle armor and other materials. The most notable feature about this sniper rifle is that it uses a .50 caliber slug, which will give it a higher, effective range at about 1,800 meters. Unlike our last sniper rifle, it isn't semi-automatic, but actually bolt-operated. There are also variants such as the M8 operated. The long barrel of 48 inches helps ensure its accuracy, and the 10-round magazine should come in handy in case you miss a few shots. Some won't really consider these to be true sniper rifles due to the fact that they're pretty heavy and difficult for a sniper team to keep in their inventory. Number 1. McMillan TAC50. We don't know for sure if this is the best rifle ever made or not, but based on the record recently set by a Canadian Special Forces sniper, we should probably put it in at number 1. A whopping 2-mile shot destroyed the last record of 1.53 miles by a long shot. The exact measurement of this confirmed kill was 11,319 feet total, and Canadians have proven to be some of the best shots out there. They've ranked 1st, 3rd, and 4th in longest confirmed kills. To give you an idea how far that shot is, the sniper actually had to measure the curvature of the Earth into the equation to help him hit the target. The weapon of choice that fired this legendary shot was the McMillan TAC50, which will ultimately be a good device to use when protecting yourself in the zombie apocalypse. This has been the preferred rifle by the Canadian Army since year 2000 and is designed right here in the good old USA.